All right, we're here once again with the head coach of the USC men's volleyball team, Bill Ferguson, and head of maybe the hottest team in all of the country right now. What's going on with this team right now? They seem to have caught fire, 10 straight wins. How do you speak to the success they've had of late?
Well, these guys have been working their tails off in the gym every day. This is one of the most cohesive groups we've had, even though we maybe don't have the star power, so to speak, as some of the years past. We've got a lot of guys that are really into working together and working as a team, and I think we had some really good early tests, which were great for us. You know, we playing BYU early in the season, playing UCLA and UC Irvine early in the season were really huge because we got an immediate idea of what we needed to do and the level we needed to play at to be an elite team in this league. I don't know if we're there yet, but we're getting closer, and you know, they keep working hard. I think the other thing is our younger guys are not so young anymore. They've got some experience, and you know, Tony has been nothing short of phenomenal the last month. So he's really been kind of the ringleader of everything. I mean, he's had an unbelievable month, and he's doing some stuff that's, you know, we're all pretty fortunate to see.
You know, for you, when you look at, you got your 100th win here, and then win over Santa Barbara this weekend. Talk about that. Obviously, 100 wins. You obviously coach because you want to win championships and go to the Final Fours, but to have that level of success, it kind of speaks to sustained success, that you've been able to be at the school long enough to get to 100 wins. What did that mean for you?
It was pretty special on a personal level, but for the most part, I think it speaks more to the great coaches I've been able to work with since I've been here, and more importantly, the great student athletes that we've had to coach since we've been here. It doesn't matter how much you know, you've got to have great players to have any kind of success in this league. I mean, it's one of the top leagues in college athletics. So it starts, you know, with the student athletes, and again, we've been fortunate enough to get the right guys in here with the right ability, the right amount of character, the right understanding of what makes USC so special. And we've also had, I've been really fortunate to have some phenomenal coaches working with me over the last few years.
You know, part of that 10-game win streak, of course, you got a second shot at UCLA and then Santa Barbara. Talk about those two matches.
Big time. I think, you know, obviously UCLA came earlier in the week on a Wednesday. Anytime you get a win against the Bruins, it's a big deal. Anytime UCLA and USC get together in anything, it's a cool situation. They got the better of us here at our place in a very, you know, even though it was only 3 sets, it was very closely contested. We walked out of there feeling like we had a good shot to play them tougher and to have a better result. And I think our guys kept that in mind the right way. So when we got into the week to play them, I think there wasn't, you know, any overhype. I think they just understood where we fell short in some areas the first time. I think we got a lot better at that. You know, the second time we played them and had a big win. It was only 3 sets, but it was very close, and we had to play hard to win that. And the other thing that I really liked about the week is our guys kept their focus for Santa Barbara to go up there. Santa Barbara's been struggling a little bit. They're playing okay volleyball, but they just haven't strung any wins together, you know, in the last couple of weeks. So, you know, playing a team that's backed into a corner that maybe doesn't have as great a record after such an emotional win was, you know, everybody calls it the ultimate trap game. And for us to go up there and handle things the way we did, I think speaks a lot to the character and the ability of the guys on our team and their focus on what are the right things to be thinking about.
You know, obviously you don't want to get complacent with this 10-game win streak.
No.
You know, you had the early season losses, and you know, then you guys have hit your stride. How do you evaluate where this team is at? Because there have been some lows in terms of some of the tougher games, and now some of the highs with the recent month of wins.
Well, I think we're on target. You know, when people ask me, you know, how I thought our team was going to be this year, you know, I thought, hey, we're going to win most of the matches we should. We're probably going to drop a few that we should, and that there's going to be some in between that we're just not sure about. So far, we've won the I'm not sure abouts. We've won the ones we should. We lost a couple that kind of we should, and now it was a matter of chipping away at beating those teams ahead of us, and we were able to do that the first time around with Stanford, which was huge, and kind of I think the beginning of, hey, our guys understand like we got something here. You know, and then to get the win at UCLA was big. You know, so you know, next we've got another match against Stanford. another match against Pacific, which is always going to be tough in the same week. So we're trying to take it as day by day as humanly possible. It is a total logjam in our league. The top 5 teams are all within a match. The tiebreakers are all over the place. So most of everything is really only what you control from the next hour, the next day, and the next opponent. So we're trying to stay as focused on that as humanly possible.
The next opponent being George Mason, kind of a home game, but it's away from the Galen Center. What should we look forward to about that one this week?
It'll be loud. I mean, 500 will sound like 5,000 in that place. It is cool that any Trojan volleyball player gets to go back to their roots and play in the North Gym. It is as wonderful as we have it here in the Galen Center. The North Gym was at one point the greatest home court advantage in college volleyball, and I think it's cool that our guys will be able to relate to some of the greats that come in here and talk about how rough it was for the opponent coming into the North Gym. And I hear from my peers that when they remember coming in as either players or coaches, and it's going to be a cool atmosphere. To have 3 matches in there is a neat opportunity for us, and hopefully it'll be a home court advantage. But we don't. It's like we don't practice in there every day anymore. So we're going to get a few workouts in there, and hopefully it'll feel like home. So we're looking forward to it.